For a long time, the galaxy looked at Earth and thought it was young and weak. Most other worlds had towering cities in the sky, ships faster than light, and technology that seemed like magic. Earth, by contrast, was seen as a small, quiet planet, far from the center of space travel and power. Alien explorers had visited before, but they only saw forests, oceans, and cities that felt old-fashioned. They thought Earth was still learning how to survive in space. But the people of Earth had a secret. While other planets showed off their machines and weapons, Earth's brightest minds were working in silence, hidden away in underground labs and remote places on the planet. They were building something no one expected. For years they had been designing a starship. Not just any ship, but a new kind of ship that combined their own hard-earned knowledge with something deeper and older. The story begins in a quiet city, far from the bright lights of the biggest capitals. In a hidden research center under the earth, a team of scientists, engineers, and dreamers worked day and night. Their faces were tired, but full of hope. At the center of the huge room stood a starship, sleek and shining even in the dim light. It looked small compared to the giant warships of the galaxy's powers, but everyone knew it was special. Dr. Amina Rao, one of the lead scientists, looked over the ship with pride. "We've done it," she said softly. "This is the moment. We prove Earth is more than what they think." Her words were filled with years of struggle. Earth had faced many problems, wars, pollution, shortages, but its people never gave up. They learned to use what they had and to protect their planet while reaching for the stars. Across the galaxy, other species watched Earth's activities without much interest. The Galactic Council, the group that ruled much of space, barely gave Earth a second thought. Most believed Earth would never be a serious player. The planet's technology was too slow, its society too divided, and its history too short in the grand story of the universe. But Earth's leaders knew this was their chance to change everything. The starship, called the Dawn, was designed to fly farther and faster than anything humans had ever built. It used a new kind of engine that tapped into energy from the fabric of space itself, something humans had only just discovered but had spent decades perfecting. The ship was also built to grow and learn. Its core was part machine, part organic, able to adapt and improve on its own. The day before launch, the whole world was tense. Media from all over Earth reported on the secret project. The government made a public statement, promising to reveal the starship to the galaxy. People watched from their homes, waiting for proof that Earth had changed. In a small town far from the capital, a young boy named Kai sat with his family, staring at the screen. Kai loved stories about space. He dreamed of flying among the stars and meeting aliens. He didn't understand all the science, but he felt something deep inside. Hope. "Do you think Earth can really fly that far?" Kai asked his mother. She smiled and squeezed his hand. "We've been underestimated for too long, Kai. Maybe this time they'll see what we're really made of." As night fell, the launch site buzzed with energy. Scientists checked every system twice. Engineers made final adjustments. The crew, chosen from the best pilots and explorers on Earth, prepared to board. Captain Elena Martinez, a calm and strong leader, gave a quiet speech to her team. "We carry the future of Earth with us," she said. "We show the galaxy who we are. No matter what happens, we make history." When the countdown began, millions of people held their breath. The numbers dropped, 10, 9, 8, until the engines roared to life. The Dawn lifted off smoothly, shining against the dark sky. Its bright trail stretched far behind, cutting through clouds and stars. From space stations around Earth, the ship's progress was tracked closely. The alien observers who had been watching from a distance suddenly noticed the speed and power of the starship. Many sent messages to their leaders asking for explanations. "What kind of technology is that?" one alien commander whispered, shocked. "It's faster than anything we've seen from Earth," said another. As the Dawn disappeared into the blackness of space, Earth's people felt a surge of pride and excitement. For the first time, they were no longer the quiet planet in the corner of the galaxy. They were explorers, pioneers, a force to be reckoned with. But the journey was just beginning. The galaxy was bigger and more dangerous than Earth had ever imagined. Other species would watch carefully. Some would be curious, others suspicious, and some might even be afraid. Still, Earth's crew and scientists were ready. They carried, with them, the hopes of billions, proof that even a world thought to be young and weak could rise up and unleash its own starship to the stars. The launch of the Dawn was more than just a moment for Earth. It was a shockwave sent through the galaxy. For years, the great powers of the universe had watched Earth as if it were a child playing near a dangerous fire. Interesting, but not a threat. They believed Earth's progress was slow and its technology simple. But when the Dawn shot into the sky and vanished faster than any known ship, that belief shattered. From distant star systems, alien diplomats and commanders watched live transmissions from Earth. They exchanged confused glances as the starship disappeared into space faster than their scanners could follow. Their calm confidence turned to disbelief. A quiet, blue-green planet had just thrown down a challenge, showing that its people had learned to move among the stars. In the Galactic Council's chamber, leaders gathered. The room was full of species from many worlds, some with shiny scales, others with smooth skin or glowing eyes. They debated what Earth's sudden power meant. Earth was supposed to be young, said High Delegate Viran, a reptilian species, known for their strict rules. We thought they would take centuries to reach this point. Instead, they've built a ship that outpaces our patrol fleets. Perhaps they have discovered new technology hidden beneath their surface, said Lyra, an elder from the energy-based Zenthari. If so, we must learn what it is, and fast. Meanwhile, aboard the Dawn, Captain Elena Martinez and her crew felt the weight of the galaxy's eyes. The ship hummed with energy, alive in ways no machine had been before. The engine's pulse was steady and strong, pushing them farther from Earth with every second. Elena stared out the viewport at the stars. We're making history, she said quietly to her second-in-command, Malik. Not just for Earth, but for all humanity. Malik nodded, his eyes bright with excitement and fear. They don't know what we're capable of yet. The crew's mission was simple but dangerous. To explore beyond the edge of known space, to test their new technology, and to send back information that could change how Earth's people lived. They were the first human starship to travel so far from their home. As the Dawn traveled, the ship's advanced sensors scanned the stars and planets ahead. The ship was designed to learn, adapt, and solve problems on its own, and it began analyzing data faster than any crew member could. It even started to suggest changes to its own systems to improve performance. Back on Earth, the excitement was electric. People gathered in public squares, watching the live feed of the ship's progress. Scientists and leaders explained what the ship was doing and why it mattered. Children dreamed of joining the crew one day, but not everyone was pleased. Some powerful alien nations saw Earth's sudden rise as a threat. They whispered warnings and made plans. The galaxy had grown used to its order, and Earth's rapid advancement threatened that balance. On a remote space station, a group of alien officers met in secret. They studied the Dawn's data and debated how to respond. If Earth's technology is this advanced, it could upset everything, warned Commander Threx. We must slow them down before they become a real power. Or we could learn from them, said Zara, a younger officer who believed in peace. They might bring new ideas to the galaxy. Their argument showed the galaxy was divided between fear and curiosity, aggression and diplomacy. Meanwhile, on the ship, the crew faced their own challenges. Space was dangerous and unpredictable. The ship's systems alerted them to unexpected cosmic storms, areas of space filled with high radiation and strange energy fields. These storms could damage their ship or throw them off course. Elena and her team worked together, using Earth's unique technology and human creativity to navigate the storms safely. They discovered that the organic part of the ship could sense danger ahead, almost like a living creature warning them to be careful. This ship is more than metal and circuits, said Elena in awe. It's alive in a way we didn't fully understand. The storm was a test, but they passed it with skill and teamwork. It was the first of many trials they would face. At the same time, Earth's secret weapon, the mysterious technology that powered the dawn, began to draw attention from far beyond the galaxy. Strange signals from unknown origins were detected, hinting that Earth's new starship had connected with forces older and more powerful than anyone imagined. Elena received a message from Earth's command center, warning of strange readings near the ship's path. The crew prepared for whatever might come next, knowing that their mission was bigger than exploration. It was about proving humanity's place in the universe. As the dawn continued deeper into space, the galaxy buzzed with excitement and fear. Earth was no longer the quiet young planet everyone thought it was. It had awakened, and it had unleashed a starship that could change everything. The question now was, how would the galaxy respond? After weeks of traveling through the unknown reaches of space, the dawn encountered something it had never expected: a patrol from an advanced alien species. The patrol ship was large and powerful, covered in sharp edges and glowing lights, clearly built for both speed and defense. The aliens inside had long been watchers of the galaxy's borders, ensuring that no unknown forces could threaten their control. When the patrol ship appeared on the dawn's sensors, the crew tensed. Captain Elena Martinez knew this meeting could decide the future of humanity's place in the stars. "This is it," she said calmly. "We show them who we are." The patrol ship's communication system sent a message, first in an alien language, then quickly translated by the Dawn's advanced translator. "You are not authorized to be in this sector," the message said, in a firm tone. "Identify yourselves." Elena took a deep breath. "This is the Dawn from Earth. We are explorers and peaceful travelers. We mean no harm." The patrol's commander, a tall being with pale skin and silver eyes, responded with suspicion. "Earth? You are the planet considered young and primitive. Why do you come here with a starship like that?" Elena's voice was steady. "Because Earth has grown. We have worked hard to join the galaxy. We ask only to be recognized as equals." For a moment, silence stretched between the two ships. The patrol's crew exchanged looks. They were used to seeing small, slow ships from young planets. But the Dawn was different. Its technology was unlike anything they had ever seen. The patrol's commander broke the silence. "Show us your capabilities." Without hesitation, Elena ordered the ship's systems to demonstrate. The starship's engines glowed with a deep blue light as it powered up its unique energy field. The field shimmered, bending light and space around the ship in a way that amazed the alien observers. The patrol's sensors struggled to keep up. They watched as the Dawn performed maneuvers that no other human ship had attempted. Sudden bursts of speed, sharp turns, and the ability to adapt to changing conditions in real time. The commander's face showed a mix of awe and concern. "Your technology, it is beyond what we expected," Elena nodded. "It is the result of Earth's history, its struggle and its hope. We have learned to blend science and spirit, machine and life. Our ship is more than a tool. It is a symbol of what humanity can achieve." The patrol commander considered this. "Very well. We will allow you passage. But know this, many will watch you closely. The galaxy does not forget those who rise quickly." As the patrol ship pulled away, the Dawn's crew breathed a collective sigh of relief. They had passed the first test, but the meeting left a deep impression. Elena knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy was vast and full of powers, both friendly and dangerous. If Earth wanted to claim its place, it had to be ready for all of them. Back on Earth, news of the encounter spread quickly. People cheered the crew's bravery and the starship's power. The idea that Earth was no longer young or weak inspired hope in every corner of the planet. However, the Galactic Council's leaders debated fiercely. Some saw Earth's starship as a threat that needed to be controlled. Others believed Earth might be a new ally, one that could change the balance of power. Among the alien species watching, rumors began to spread about Earth's secret technology, the ancient knowledge hidden beneath its surface that had fueled the Dawn's creation. Scientists and spies alike tried to uncover these secrets. On the Dawn, the crew continued their mission, exploring new star systems and sending back valuable data. The ship's advanced systems adapted with every challenge, learning and growing, just like its human crew. Elena often stood on the ship's observation deck staring at the stars. She felt the weight of responsibility and the thrill of discovery. "We're not just explorers," she told Malik one evening. "We're ambassadors. Every choice we make changes the future, for Earth and for the galaxy." Malik smiled. "And I believe we're ready." As they journeyed deeper, the crew found more signs of ancient civilizations, long gone but not forgotten. These ruins hinted at secrets that could help Earth grow stronger and smarter. The galaxy was watching, waiting to see what Earth would do next. Would humanity rise as a powerful friend, or become a rival feared by all? Only time would tell. The galaxy buzzed with questions. How had Earth, the so-called young planet, suddenly built technology that stunned the universe? The answer was a secret buried deep beneath Earth's surface, one that not even the most powerful alien spies had fully uncovered. Dr. Amina Rao sat in her office watching the news feed from space. Reports of the Dawn's success had spread like wildfire, but Amina knew the truth was more complicated. Earth's rise wasn't just from human effort alone. It was the result of a discovery that changed everything. Years ago, deep in a remote desert, a team of scientists had found something incredible. Buried under layers of rock was an ancient structure, far older than any known human civilization. The ruins were filled with strange technology and symbols no one could easily understand. It was evidence of a precursor race, a civilization that had existed long before humans or any known aliens. This discovery was Earth's secret treasure. The technology inside was powerful, advanced beyond imagination. It held the key to energy, sources, space travel, and life itself. But unlocking it took years of careful study and cooperation from the best minds on Earth. Amina remembered those early days, working with her team to decode the alien technology. It was not easy. Many experiments failed, and there were times when hope seemed lost. But Earth's scientists never gave up. They combined their knowledge with the alien artifacts, creating new technology that no other species had. This fusion of human creativity and ancient wisdom gave birth to the Dawn, a starship that could travel farther, faster, and smarter than anything before. Meanwhile, in the Galactic Council, rumors about Earth's secrets spread quickly. Some leaders wanted to demand access to the technology. Others feared it might upset the galaxy's balance. They debated whether to make Earth a protectorate or a partner. At Earth's command center, Amina and her colleagues watched the galaxy's reactions carefully. They knew their time of hiding was over. Earth had stepped into the light. One evening, Amina received a message from an unknown source, a hidden communicator built into the ancient ruins. The message was in a language she had never seen before, but the ship's AI quickly translated it. "Beware the stars beyond. You are not alone. The past holds power and danger." The message was a warning. Earth's secret was more than just technology. It was connected to something older and deeper than anyone had guessed. Captain Elena Martinez and her crew faced this new mystery as they explored further into space. The data from their sensors showed strange energy fields near an uncharted star system. It was a place of power, but also of risk. Elena gathered her officers. "We must proceed with caution. Whatever we find could change everything, or destroy us." The crew prepared the ship for the unknown. They strengthened shields, checked weapons, and studied the ancient warning. When the Dawn entered the star system, they found ruins similar to those on Earth, but larger and more complex. Strange machines floated in space, silent and broken. The place seemed abandoned, but the energy was still alive. Malik, the science officer, studied the readings. This place was once a center of knowledge and power. The same precursor race that touched Earth left these ruins. There is much to learn here. As the crew explored, they discovered artifacts that hinted at a galactic history forgotten by most. The precursors had built technology that connected planets and species across vast distances. But something had gone wrong. A disaster had shattered their civilization. Amina's voice came over the comms. The technology on Earth came from these precursors. We must understand their fall to avoid the same fate. The crew found data logs preserved in the ruins. They told stories of war, betrayal, and the rise of new powers. The precursors had been powerful but vulnerable. This history gave Earth a warning and a chance. With this knowledge, Earth's people could build a future that avoided the mistakes of the past. They could use the precursor technology wisely and protect themselves from threats hidden in the shadows. Back on Earth, the discovery united people in a new way. Nations and cultures set aside differences to focus on exploration and defense. The idea that Earth had inherited ancient wisdom inspired a new sense of pride and responsibility. The galaxy watched as Earth changed, from a young, underestimated planet to a rising power with secrets older than the stars. But the mystery remained. Who had sent the warning message? What dangers lurked beyond the known space? For now, Earth's Starship and its crew prepared for what was to come. They carried the hopes of humanity and the lessons of the past as they moved forward into the unknown. The ruins drifted silently around the dawn, their edges worn by time, their surfaces glowing faintly with strange energy. Captain Elena Martinez stood on the bridge, staring at the massive structures outside. The data from the scans still ran. Across the screens, symbols, languages, and strange readings they didn't fully understand. "These ruins are older than anything we've seen," said Malik, his voice filled with awe. "Whatever happened here, it changed the course of history." Elena nodded, "And now we're standing in the middle of it." But the deeper they explored, the more uneasy the crew became. The ruins weren't just remains of an old civilization. They felt alive in a way. Lights flickered without reason. Panels glowed when touched. It was as if the place remembered the past and was waking up. One of the crew, Ensign Talia, discovered a chamber filled with floating orbs. When she stepped closer, one of the orbs activated, displaying a 3D map of the galaxy, past and present. It showed stars being born, others dying, and strange red lines moving between systems. "What are those lines?" she asked. The ship's AI responded, "They are conflict routes, warpaths. The precursor civilization marked them as danger zones." Malik stepped forward. Then they weren't just builders. They were fighters too. Suddenly the orb changed. A new image appeared, something like a giant creature of light and shadow with 1,000 shifting eyes. The map labeled it in a forgotten language. The translation appeared slowly. "The Forgotten Enemy." Everyone on the bridge went silent. The AI continued. "This being, or force, was the reason the precursor empire fell. It consumed knowledge. It destroyed civilizations. The warning was meant for those who followed." Captain Elena's face hardened. So the message Amina received back on Earth wasn't just a warning. It was a cry for help, and a record of their defeat. Back on Earth, Dr. Amina Rao studied the new data with worry. If this forgotten enemy still exists, then Earth's rise may have drawn its attention. That would explain the strange energy signatures near our solar system. Earth's leaders debated what to do next. Some wanted to hide the truth. Others wanted to send more ships. But Amina insisted on one thing. We must prepare. Not for war, but for survival. Meanwhile, on the dawn, the crew detected a ship approaching. It wasn't from the Galactic Council or any known race. It was old, silent, and moved with a strange rhythm, almost like it was alive. Elena stared at the screen. "Is it precursor?" Malik checked the data. "It's similar, but not the same. Something's wrong with it." The ship didn't respond to calls. It just drifted closer, its surface cracked and dark, parts of it glowing with the same red energy seen in the ruins. Suddenly, the lights on the dawn flickered. Systems glitched. The ship's AI went silent for 3 full seconds, a lifetime in space travel. Then the warning alarms rang. "Unknown signal entering systems. the AI said. Defensive protocols active. Elena didn't wait. Shields, up, back away. Don't let it get close. But the strange ship moved faster. From its side, small drones launched, heading straight for the dawn. The crew acted quickly. Defense turrets activated. Lasers shot through the dark space. The drones exploded one by one, but some made it through. One drone hit the hull and tried to bore through. The outer skin of the dawn, a mix of earth metals and precursor materials, shimmered and sealed itself. The organic tech fought back. Elena watched as the ship reacted. It's learning. It knows this enemy. But the strange ship wasn't finished. A massive energy pulse surged from it, and a wave of dark energy hit the dawn. The crew felt it not just in their bodies, but in their minds. Visions appeared, memories not their own. Images of cities crumbling, stars going dark, and the shadowy creature consuming light itself. The crew fell silent, each person lost in the visions. Elena gritted her teeth and stood tall. This is fear. It's trying to weaken us. She reached for the ship's core, a living crystal that powered the heart of the dawn. She placed her hand on it. Fight back, she whispered. You were built for this. The ship glowed from within. A wave of energy burst from its hull, pushing the enemy ship back. The vision faded. Systems came back online. Malik shouted, "We're clear, it's retreating." The strange ship, damaged and slow, turned and disappeared into a hidden jump point, a tear in space. Elena turned to her crew. That was only a scout, a memory from the past, returned to test us. Later, in a private message to Dr. Amina, Elena spoke clearly. The Yao Galaxy thought Earth was young. They were wrong. We've inherited something old, something dangerous, but we're not afraid. We've learned. We've survived. Amina responded, and now we must teach the galaxy that Earth doesn't run from shadows. We bring the light. From that moment, Earth was no longer just a new star in the galactic sky. It was a rising fire. The galaxy watched in silence. The forgotten enemy had awakened, and humanity was ready. The galaxy was no longer the same. News of Earth's starship, the Dawn, and the encounter with the forgotten enemy spread quickly. Some worlds prepared for war, others for alliance. But on Earth, hope burned brighter than ever. Captain Elena. Martinez stood on the bridge of the Dawn, looking out into the vastness of space. The ship was stronger now, repaired and upgraded with the help of the precursor technology. Its crew was ready. We have a choice, Elena told her officers. We can hide and wait, or we can face the darkness and light the way for others. Her voice was firm, her eyes shining with determination. Malik, her second in command, nodded. We were born for this. Humanity has never backed down. Far below on Earth, Dr. Amina Rao and her team worked tirelessly. The ancient warnings and technology gave them tools to build new defenses. Scientists, engineers, and leaders from every nation united, sharing knowledge and strength. The Galactic Council, once skeptical, now watched Earth closely. Some offered cautious support, others remained wary. But Earth had changed the rules. Suddenly, strange signals filled the skies. The forgotten enemy was returning, not alone, but with others. Ships long thought extinct rose from hidden places. The darkness that had consumed the precursors was spreading again. Elena felt the weight of history on her shoulders. This is our test, not just for Earth, but for the galaxy. The crew prepared the Dawn for battle. The ship's living core pulsed with power, linking with the crew's own resolve. When the enemy fleet arrived, the stars seemed to darken. Ships moved like shadows, striking without warning. But the Dawn moved faster. It used its unique technology to outmaneuver the enemy, striking where they were weakest. The crew fought as one, their courage lighting the darkness. Elena led the charge, her voice steady over the comms. Hold the line, protect the innocent. This is our moment. In the thick of battle, the ship's AI found a way to disrupt the enemy's energy. A pulse of pure light spread from the dawn, breaking through the shadow and forcing the enemy ships to retreat. The galaxy watched in awe. Earth, once thought young and weak, had become a beacon of hope and strength. After the battle, the Galactic Council called for peace talks. Earth's representatives shared their knowledge and invited others to join in protecting the galaxy. Dr. Amina spoke at the council. "We learned from the past and we stand together now. The stars are not just for the old powers, they belong to all who seek peace and progress." Captain Elena returned to Earth as a hero, but she knew this was only the beginning. Humanity's journey had opened a new chapter in galactic history. On a quiet night, looking up at the stars, Elena smiled. They thought Earth was young. They thought we couldn't survive. She touched the ship's emblem on her uniform. But we did more than survive. We shone. The galaxy had changed forever, and Earth had risen to its place among the stars, not as a child, but as a rising star.